Hi, everyone. It's Shelley, and it's episode 21 of Snowed, the Michael Snow is a Fraud story. Now, I'm bringing you up to January 2022, and Mr. Snow gets a job working at a trucking company driving out of Vancouver. So he's based out of Vancouver, but he drives between Winnipeg and Vancouver, so he is often back here. The good news is that he really liked this job. So I was just praying and hoping that he was going to actually keep this job this time. As well, with the job came a renewed sense of we're going to get back on our feet. And, with money coming in now, things are going to get better because he's going to hire a lawyer and he's going to fight the CRA. He's going to sue the CRA. And the lawyer says he's got a really good chance. He's also going to sue the boat broker and get that $50,000 down payment that, that Chinese boat buyer had put down already. Was that a year ago already at this point? And it never went through. So Mr. Snow being back on the road, of course, this gave him plenty of opportunity again to make new friends. And by that, I mean be on dating sites and speak to women. His half-truths, of course, they were this friend and that friend and this friend and that friend. And no, it's not like I meet these women. I mean, it's not like I meet them. Anyways, at this point, honestly, did it bug me? Yeah, sure it did. But I didn't even care anymore. Honestly, I just wanted my money and I wanted out. So some of the debts that Mr. Snow incurred, some of them are smaller than others, while lots of it was, my credit cards and, my lines of credit and that type of thing. Other things were like every time he took my car or the Jeep to Ontario and went through the toll roads, they took a picture of my license and you actually have to pay and they send you a bill. And that was, $1,000, which at that point, that was the least of my concerns. But again, it's $1,000 I didn't have. As well, in March of 2022, I want to show you what I got in the mail. Have a look at this letter, as if this isn't everybody's worst nightmare. My driver's license was about to be suspended because Mr. Snow would drive my car and go past those cameras. And of course, those speeding tickets, they come to the person the car is registered to. So he was racking up numerous speeding tickets, and he thought this was really funny. But he did manage to find some money to pay this. So my license never did get suspended, but that's where I was at. Now I realized the last few TikToks, I haven't actually posted a picture of Mr. Snow. And I do want to make sure that everybody is very, very aware of what he looks like. So hang on. So bonus points if you notice the one of him with the blueprints. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he had it all. He had all the stuff, right? He just never ever followed through. So, just to give you an example of another of how things had deteriorated. In the beginning, when Mr. Snow met me, he was enthralled with the fact that I was an author. He loved it. He was so proud of me. He just thought that was the most amazing thing. And during COVID, I had picked up the hobby of doing genealogy. Now, at that point, again, it was COVID. You couldn't go anywhere. My knee, I couldn't work continuously because I could not stand. And so I was sitting at the computer a lot doing a lot of research and a lot of writing. He resented that so much. He absolutely resented it. He hated the fact that he literally said it was taking time away from me working. He resented the fact that I wasn't charging my family members for these genealogy books I was writing. I was only charging them exactly what it cost to have them published. To him, I was nothing more than a money-making machine. And yet he would ask me to come with him on a trip in the truck with him. And if I said no, because I had to work, he would get angry about that. So I was in a losing situation any which way you cut it. As well, with this renewed sense of we're going to get back on our feet, Mr. Snow was again talking about sailboats and homes and, all the same things he's been talking about this entire time. So you can see here, Mr. Snow sends me an ad on Kijiji for a sailboat that he thought he might like to purchase. In response, I sent him the power bill. That was quite high once again, because, he would come up with a little bit of money, chip away at some of those bills, and then it's like we started this cycle all over again. So yeah, that one, that's probably about as high as it got. This one, you can see he's sending me some pictures of an RV pulling a Jeep. He thinks that might be a really great purchase for us. I reply with the foreclosure papers on my house. And again, you can see he's building a new company model and expansion of what? He hasn't actually produced anything yet. So at this point, Mr. Snow definitely knows we need to come up with some money, and more than he's making on a paycheck. And I need a car. It's as simple as that. I'm angry. I'm bitter. I'm miserable. I can hardly stomach being around him at this point, but I wanted money. I just really wanted money. And I wasn't sure if he left that I was going to get it. So he worked, he drove truck, he was away most of the time. It wasn't really a relationship at this point. Just going through the motions. So stay tuned for episode 22 when I talk to you and tell you about the car that he bought for me. You're going to love this one.